Who's ready for an adventure? Good morning, Bushman fans. It was a relatively bugless, morning, so my body decided that it was time to catch up on some sleep. I'm feeling pretty tired, but it's good to sleep in a little bit. It's around 8:30 now, and I'm just heading out on the water. It's still fairly calm. I'm going to do a little bit of fishing. I have that bass that I caught last night. I also got a bullfrog when I came in, a little opportunistic lunch. So I'm going to get out there, see if I can catch some fish for lunch, take Roy for a walk, and then I'll probably come back in and harvest some freshwater mussels because I'm all out of those. Getting a bit of rain here. It's been a rainy few days. I found this dead minnow last night. Figured, you know what, I might as well toss it on there and use it for bait. See if I can catch something with it. Can get a nice pike or a bass out of that. Walleye as well. Not a perch though. Don't see myself catching a perch on that. I think I've got something on here. Maybe not. That minnow, it's a pretty big minnow. It's only hooked just through the head. No, I don't have anything. Had a couple of bites, but for whatever reason I find the fish in this lake, they really don't go for the gusto. They just nibble at it, or they strike at it and they just barely get it, or they miss. I've seen a lot of fish strike and miss. Almost all of the fish that I've caught have been just barely hooked. Like one or two hooks in the corner of the mouth. Like, you don't get a whole, I haven't had fish swallow a hook. You don't get a whole lure in the mouth. You need to really work out with pliers to get out. It's, they really are quite timid in that sense. So I'm not sure how effective this minnow is going to be. My thinking was, if I get a bite, definitely give it a few seconds to eat it before setting the hook. But again, they're timid with that as well. Like, I find when I use live bait, like freshwater mussels or even worms, they will bump it once and then leave it alone after that. Other lakes, they'll bump it, come back, bump it again, nibble on it, and then eat it. In here, for some reason, it's a one-shot deal most of the time. And as a result, I've missed opportunities on a lot of fish that I might not at another lake. However, there are a lot of nice fish in this lake, so I've still managed to land quite a few. Go on, Roy. Oh, what do you got there? It's a breakfast on the walk sort of morning. Roy wanted to get in on the cattail shoot action. Oh, what have you got there? You bringing that back to me? Because I don't really want it. I dropped that on purpose. But thank you. I appreciate that. That was very generous of you. Very thoughtful. Come on, let's go. Got more if you want it. I don't know why you would though. Pretty tough. That's why I'm tossing this part away. How's that taste? Not very good, I wouldn't imagine. It's all you, buddy. I've been seeing this little mushroom a fair amount. And even though I haven't had a chance to sit down and try and identify that other bolete from yesterday, I'm going to bring this one home as well. Because like I said, I've been seeing a number of them. And if I can ID this one, then I should be able to come back and gather up a few to eat. I've seen one of these before, but I'll bring that back anyways. Another bolete. We're getting a north wind today, which will hopefully bring about some cooler weather and a break from the mosquitoes. That I plan to do today, grab some freshwater mussels. Might as well get a start on that. You see a few in the shallows here. I have to say I am feeling very weak and tired today. I think my extended trip, the paddle down to the south end of the lake, and then the lengthy walk, combined with the fact that I really didn't get all that much fish protein in me, it's really taking it out of me. And yeah, my upper body just feels weak. I mean, it feels weak every day now, but particularly weak today. So I think I might anchor for a little bit because that wind was just bullying me out there. And I don't have the energy to fight it, quite frankly. So I'm going to go anchor for a little bit, take some casts, grab some mussels, eat some lunch, have a nap. I've just come in from my morning walk and fish. No luck today, I got skunked. So I have the one bass tethered. I'll save that for dinner. I gathered a bunch of freshwater mussels. I've got a bullfrog. I think I have a couple crayfish, so it'll be a smattering of protein, anything but fish. And I'll cook up some cattail flowers to go with that. See what else. That'll probably be about it. Maybe some rhizomes as well, just to pad it out. So it'll be a bit of a potpourri for lunch. And unfortunately, just the fishing hasn't been as good as it was a couple weeks ago. I don't know whether it's a bit of a downturn or whether I was just getting spoiled or what the deal was, but just not happening like it was, unfortunately, but that's okay. I've always got those freshwater mussels. If necessary, I can last on those until the end. I just finished a decent lunch, and now I'm feeling tired and ready for a nap. Before I do that, I took a minute to try to identify the two mushrooms that I gathered. One this morning, one yesterday. And now that's not the blue staining bolete, but this is the other bolete that I found. I think it might be a birch bolete, but I left it too long and now it's become discolored, and I'm not sure. I'm just going to throw it out. The one that I gathered this morning, little brown guy, I couldn't get an identification on that. I'm just going to throw it out as well. And mostly I'm not willing to sink a whole lot of time into trying to identify a couple little nibbles right now. I just need to sleep. I'm tired. Just tired. So I'm going to get a good nap, wake up, have some dinner, hopefully feel more energetic. Well, hello there. Not you, Roy. I'm just waking up from an excellent 3-hour nap, feeling a lot better. And today has just been a much needed rest day. Worked hard yesterday and didn't really bring in enough food to replenish the energy stores that I spent. Today I didn't work hard at all, and I didn't eat a ton, but you know what, I consumed more calories than I burned. And that was just what I needed. I had a couple dozen freshwater mussels, a couple crayfish, bullfrog, cattail flowers, and a few rhizomes for lunch. So it just makes me realize I don't need to go out there and get those fish. I would far, far prefer a nice tasty bass than a pot full of freshwater mussels, but the mussels do provide substance and they're easy to get. And with the wind the way it was today, it just wasn't happening. So I hid from the wind, I made a simple meal, and I slept, and that is exactly what I needed. So now I'm going to go clean the bass that I do have, and bring it back here, make myself some dinner. I've just finished identifying the bolete that I collected earlier today, and I was able to find a match, which is always nice. So this is the one here, this is the cap for you, and the stalk. Now I'm not sure how to say this, Boletus subglabripes perhaps. It doesn't give a common name, just the Latin name, but it matches the description and the picture. So I'll read that out to you. Caps are 2 to 12 centimeters across, convex, dry, smooth, and ochre to cinnamon red-brown. Yeah. Flesh is yellowish, not staining. Yeah. Tubes are yellow to yellowish green to olive. Pores are small and round to angular. Stalks are up to 10 centimeters tall by 2 centimeters wide and tinged with red or purple. You can see there's a little red on there. Spore print is olive brown. I didn't take a spore print. Haven't had any luck with that out here. This species fruits on the ground in mixed woods. Edible. So instead of trying to remember Boletus subglabripes, I'm just going to go ahead and call that the mixed woods yellow bolete. And I'm going to put that in the food storage container and let it dry, and tomorrow I will cook it up and eat it. We're getting to the end of the day now, and I have to say I am still exhausted. I really hope the bugs are not bad tonight. I don't want to go out in the canoe, so I'm going to try not to. I'm going to stay in, and I'll head out if they force me to, which I expect they probably will, but I'm going to wait it out and see, because I just don't have energy right now. I could really use a good sleep, a really good sleep. I'll go a long way right now. I caught no fish today. First time getting skunked in a while. It's the first time that I'm going to bed with no fish saved up in a while as well. So I think tomorrow I'm going to have to take this recovery day and rebound from it, harvest a bunch of mussels, see if I can catch some fish. And on my walks I see a lot of Indian pipe, so I'm definitely going to be harvesting that. I've been eating that the last few days and it's been good. So the cattail shoots are on the way out, the Indian pipe's on the way in, so I still have some sort of plant to eat. But yeah, hopefully it's an early night for me, but we'll see. I'm just out here fishing to avoid the mosquitoes, and I caught something. It's not big, it's not exciting, but it means I didn't get skunked, and I have some food for tomorrow, and it's my first rock bass of the trip. Oh baby, catch a few more of those, and I'm only a few more away from having a few more needed to make a meal.